it don't get better. I'm a bestseller. Get it, girl. Oh, I see you found the furnished feature on Homes.com Matterport 3D Tours. It's the true digital model of a listing.
Defurnished, furnished, defurnished, furnished. Defurnished, furnished. I can't wait till we sell this house.
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
To some, it's life's work.
Happy Memorial Day.
We call it a foundation. A half-century of progress and innovation shaped not by the ideas of a few, but by the shared values and hard work of many. For 50 years, the men and women of Casella have been writing the history of hard work, a history of ordinary people doing extraordinary things to make a positive impact on countless local communities. Where Casella's employees, customers, and partners live out our purpose every day.
I can't get mad at you.
This moment belongs to all of us. To celebrate 50 years of commitment, mastery, and grit. Together, we're building the future of Casella. A sustainable way forward, filled with opportunity. That's the history of hard work. 5 decades and counting.
I gotta tell everybody, stay away from me. Wow.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible.
You're not about that.
But we can help you seize them.
What I can do is hope that
Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more. So you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
I made a promise to my daughter that I would get my college degree. I had 20 years of experience as an HR professional. I had reached a ceiling, so I enrolled in UMGC. UMGC removes
Elimination.
Hot. I wonder what Serena's doing. I wonder how Serena is feeling.
That's really
a question. No one's asked me that yet.
What's up?
We'll see you 7 o'clock sharp.
Here comes a big one. What I've seen, it's like chaos.
This is the pager that Hezbollah was using.
How was this possible?
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Ask me the hard-hitting questions. I'm open to all of it.
60 minutes. Sundays on.
Oh, what up?
What? Hey, send it, mama.
That's what it is, Molly. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, Molly. I need all the support I can get, y'all. Like I said, I don't celebrate holidays, so for me, it's just another day. And I'm hoping that I can make something, complete some goals. Yeah, though, I appreciate everybody that's, in my chat, that's trying to be there and support me today, because I really am a little upset that my wife ain't even here right now. It's just me by myself, because some bullshit happened and they separated us. And that shit was like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. So now it's just me, myself, and I, and y'all. But it is what it is. I want everybody to make sure they subscribe to the channel when y'all get off here. Trying to get
63, one of the cooler numbers
150 subscribers.
Lifted down with that strong early September sunshine here now as we enter meteorological fall. It's going to be a beautiful day ahead. Pleasant weather on the weather map. Now, you see those northeast winds. That could be an issue down at the beaches today.
What's up, Ghost?
Rip currents. But here close to home, it just keeps us fresh,
How you
sunny,
feeling?
and easy in our forecast department. We're 78 by 3 o'clock this afternoon. There's that east to northeast breeze, keeps the humidity nice and low. Here's what I'm talking about with the beaches. In Ocean City today, 74 degrees. Go out, enjoy the day. Just listen to the lifeguards. Really important today. 2 to 4 foot waves or moderate risk for rip curling.
As always, on the first Monday of the new month is Randolph Rice, managing partner with Rice Law, here to talk about it. And I guess folks don't think about, I'm going to have a cookout, I'm just going to fire up the grill. There are some things, some legalities that come along with that.
There actually are some laws and safety, obviously.
Happy Memorial Day to everybody that celebrated.
Because obviously everybody's barbecuing, right? They're all outside, they're using these things, and grills can be a grill because obviously everybody's barbecuing, right? They're all outside, they're using these things, and grills can be really, really dangerous. So a couple things to think about. One is make sure you're not doing it near your house.
Yeah.
Keep the grill away from fences and also overhang branches. That could be, the tree becomes the forest and then may, start something really big.
Right.
Yeah.
What
All right, enough of that.
In the grilling mechanism tends to be some of the biggest risk factors.
Yeah, the propane to get checked.
That's what it is, y'all. We need 2 more subscribers, y'all. 2 more subscribers. And we'll be at that mark. Man, it's been a lovely ride with y'all. I swear. I said we because it ain't no me without y'all. Okay. What chapter we on? I think we on chapter 9. My book. We made it. This is the first one of the year. I get it. I get it. I get it. Let's do it.
What's up, squad? We back at him again, man, when they thought it was gonna happen. Travel live with your boy Steve. At this time, family, you already know what I need y'all to do for us, man. Like, share, comment, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We on that road to 100K. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure. So listen, sit back, relax. You can grab that seat on the bed or cop that squad on the toilet seat. I got the rest of the show from here. To that one and only V squad, get with the model, man. Listen, ain't no squad like our squad because they don't mob how we mob. So with that being said, we're going to continue to push, mob, put them numbers up, and dominate 2024 is our year. If you would like to support the channel through Cash App, boom, it's listed right there. If not, please jump on the memberships, man. Exclusive content over there. You definitely want to get involved. If you would like to come on the show and tell your story or have a story told through V, jump in that comment section. Or better yet, DM me on one of my platforms. We'd love to have you on. Without further ado, Mob, y'all know what time it is. Kick back, relax, go grab that juice and them blankets, popcorn time. V-Mob, let's go. What's up, Mob? We back at him again, man. And this one right here, loyalty coming full circle. Matter of fact, let's bounce to the joint first. Let's start it off in the joint. So, boom, you got these dudes, right? Well, you got motherfuckers when you growing up around the way. You got older heads who train you and teach you. If they know that you already active in the streets and sad to say your future is destined to be behind the wall or in the box, they groom you, they prepare you, they tell you the steps or the necessary things that you're going to need to do. Granted, it's completely wrong. They're supposed to be steering you completely away from it. But when they realize that, man, it ain't no talking you out of this, whatever you're going to do as far as being active in the streets, you going with your move, they look at it as giving you game when they really messing up your life. But it is what it is. So now we got one of my homeboys growing up, and he got an uncle. Now his uncle is a jailbird. All he do is the pen. He in and out. He don't care, and he already make it known like I
care to be out here. The way he thought was he lived more comfortable in jail than he was outside. He was one of them type dudes, and you got dudes like this who they can't function in society. They don't know how to hustle in society. They don't know how to live. They never pay bills. They don't know how to go get their own of anything. But when they incarcerated, they got it completely figured out. They just know how to navigate the system. Boom. So now him coming up, his uncle telling him, look, man, you know, when you get over to jail, you don't let nobody not give you a phone call. You don't take the top bunk. You don't do this. If somebody come in your cell and they got a bad bone on them, you check that paperwork from the door. You don't be sleeping around no hot niggas, this, that, the third, no rats, no nothing. So now, Shorty got this idea and thoughts in his head of how he supposed to move. Now, fast forward, let's just say 4 or 5 years later, he end up taking that route. He get booked off the street for armed robbery. Now, when he get booked for the robbery, he catch like 2 years, 2.5, some shit like that. So now, when he go over to jail, he meeting up with people who we know from around our way. He meeting up with people who know his uncle, because like I told y'all, his uncle was a jailbird. So boom, they put him up under the wing and they teaching and bringing him too. So now he get moved into a cell. His first cellmate was cool. They rock out for about 6-7 months. The little dude ended up getting transferred. So now he ready to get a new cellie. So the new cellmate that come into the park, when he come onto the tier and go in there, people know him. And it's a rumor on him that he a rat. It's a rumor on him that he told on another little dude, his co-defendant. They got the copies of the paperwork. Now, this is where the trick come in at. Because people will not like you, and they'll put a bad phone on you. They'll say, oh yeah, yo, such and them a rat. Man, how you know I got the paperwork? Where is that? No, yo, my old cellmate, his cousin, brother, nephew who locked up on the 3rd floor, he got it. So I'm going to get it. But I'm telling you, dummy, I seen it, bro. He said such and such did that shit. So they like, man, and people will believe that shit. Why? Because either they don't want to like you, or the person that's telling them this lie about you, they rock with them. So boom, they tell my little homeboy that his new cellie a rat, get him out of there, don't be sleeping there with him. But he on somewhat of man time. He like, man, no, let me see for myself. He should have a copy of his own paperwork. And if he played bit when I asked him to see paperwork, then it's just gonna go, you know, it's gonna go where it need to go to. So everybody like, all right, I'm telling you, you're gonna be in there sleeping with your, get your the fuck out yourself. They like, all right, that's so boom. Come later on that day, we all lock in. So I guess my little man pressed the little dude like, yo, what you book for? He tell him, what? So he like, man, let me see your paperwork, motherfucker. Say you ratted on your co-defendant. So now Shorty, who they put the bone on, in all actuality, he never ratted. He never like talked to police. He never was in nobody's paperwork. He was a stand-up man. So Shorty like, what? Man, you playing? Stop playing. Y'all don't play with fucking games like that. He like, no, I'm dead.
What up, Brandon?
I don't sleep with no rat, man. If you told, or if you don't show me that paperwork, you get on the fucking door. So now Shorty like, all right, that's a bad gangster. I got you. Now, mind y'all, this is where faith and timing come in at. Because the doors is ready to pop in like 5 minutes. While this conversation is happening, the doors popping in 5 minutes. So keep this in your mind, y'all. Boom. So they talking for like 3.5 minutes, almost 4 minutes. Shorty say, all right, I got you. When you really want to see my paperwork, I got you. Boom. So he go in his bag, right, y'all? And he got like his paperwork like this. So when he come out with the paperwork, he got the paperwork like this, but he got the hammer in his hand too. He like, huh, yo? So when bro go to grab it, when he take the paper, all he sees is the hammer coming over top of that bitch. Bam! 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 Man, he get to hitting that boy, all you having that, whole time, like I told y'all, we was already 3.5, 4 minutes in. We only got 60 seconds left. So by the time he giving him the paperwork to read, and by the time Shorty taking it, he come up and get to hit him. Oh man, the door, whole time he hitting him in that bitch. Mop! You want to see my paperwork, right? Whole time Shorty jumping all through the bed, screaming, hollering. He hear that door coming. He damn near pushing the door open while still getting hit. Yeah, get the fuck back here. So bro trying to pull him back into the cell. Bro trying to open. He's trying to pull himself out of the door that's sliding open. Boom, bro probably hit him like one more time. He comes out the cell. Now, you ever seen when doors pop, it's like, and you just see bodies coming out, making a left, bodies coming out, making a right. So boom, as everybody coming out, they see him come out, running down the tier, blood coming all down his back, howling, screaming. He gets up out of there, runs to the bubble, and you know, he checked in. It was what it was. He went to medical first, but after that, he was definitely checking in. But just all off of ego, all off of you listening to motherfuckers who don't know no better now.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button.
Told him, yeah, that is true. You don't live with somebody that's telling on somebody, but you find that out for yourself in the way that you present this to another man. You can't just tell another man, give me your paperwork, chump. No, I don't look like that. Motherfucker go in your mouth. You ask him like, look, no disrespect, bro, but you know, motherfuckers got a bad bone on you, but I'm on man time. It's important. I mean, I want to see your paperwork to make sure I know who I'm living with. You get what I'm saying? And then y'all go from there, but y'all handle it like men. Him, he wanted to go in there playing tough Tony, and his ass came out running like running badass. So boom, with that being said, Mark, y'all know what it is, man. Wicked and wild situation. Let's jump into story number 2. So now, Mom, story number 2, man, this is when your loyalty is tested, karma come back round, and the people that you do bad the most, 9 times out of 10, they gonna be the first ones that's dead for you. So let's rock and roll. So now, we got this family of 3. Mom, she a doctor. Dad, he an outside hustler. And then we got the son, little JoJo. So now, boom, JoJo growing up, he loving his life. You know, he got his mom who a doctor. He got his father who is supposed to be a well-known gangster. So boom, they growing up, regular lifestyle, all of them, regular family. One day, the father, like I told you, he don't work, so he stay home majority of the time. Or he outside on the block hustling. One day, he outside hustling. He bumped into a nice little female. But mind you, all of them is adults. So he bumped into a female, they meet in a little carry-out store, they exchange numbers. Now they linking up on the block every day. This goes on for about 2-3 weeks. So one day, the brother say, man, you know, I'm trying to come over your house and put it on you. He like, all right, that's a bet. Now mind y'all, he live in this household with his wife and his child. Boom, he brings the brother over there. The mother is at work. He in there working out, doing his 1-2 whole time. Mama love coming to the house. So now when his wife come in, she catches them in the house. Of course, she goes off, throw him out, get it damn near trying to fight the brother. She come running out. She snatches her wig off. She running out the house with no wig on. Mama throwing the wig out. Now she leaning on her husband. Get your piece of ass out of here too. Throws him out. She coming down the steps. Matter of fact, I'm lying. She don't come down the steps. She just grabbed the clothes, start throwing them out the window into the street. Boom. So now he put out. And I know this because we walking down the street, me and the son, we all walking down the street and we seeing this whole incident play out. So boom, he goes in the house, you know, he dealing with whatever he dealing with. So when he come back outside the next day, he like, yeah, yo, my mother put my father out. He over there living with my grandmother. So we like, all right, that's a bet. Now, also during this time, the son, he going through his own wave of emotions. He's going through the, I'm not listening to my mother stage. He's going through the rebellious stage. I'm a man. I'm only person that can discipline me is a man or the state. So he going through that. So he getting put out of school. He getting in trouble outside. He getting locked up, little petty juvenile charges. My love gets so fed up. You know what? I already see what time it is with you. You're not trying to listen to me. So I got something for your bad ass. You get out too. Boom, she sends him over there to live with his father and his grandmother. So now he moved from over West Baltimore to East Baltimore. He over there living with Granny and them and Pop. So now he's over there living, he get involved in the streets. But like I told y'all, he moving from over West. Now when you hustle over West Baltimore, dudes, we more understand. We more, you know, compassionate. Like when it comes to giving you a pack. If we give you a pack that's worth $1,000 and we come see you 3 days later and you got 500 of it and you got the rest of the work, that's cool. Go ahead and continue to hustle, do your thing. East Baltimore, if they tell you, man, you gotta have the money Tuesday, they coming to see you Monday at 11:59 and they knocking at your door. They just hardball with it. So boom, he gets over East Baltimore, he start hustling. Now he get locked down with the little plug, give him a 100 pack of smack. So now when he get the 100 pack, he start running through it, but he ends up getting robbed. Now, do we know if the person that gave him the smack got robbed? We don't know because he knew over there. So now when he get robbed, he go tell the plug like, look, man, you know, little niggas robbed me, and then I can work the debt off, or this the amount of money that I got left off the pack, and I'm trying to find a way to make it right. They like, man, oh fuck no, we ain't going for that. We don't even really know you like that. But they don't care because either we was going to extort you or you was going to be a rightful hustler and you was going to become part of the team. Either way it go, that money better come back. So the whole time he go home now, he start getting scared. He call his mother. He call his mother like, ma, I can't do it over here. But if he don't tell her that, he running off on the plug, but he telling her that he don't like it over there. It ain't really his style. He can see himself getting into some real trouble over there. She say, all right, come home. Boom. He leaves you back over West Baltimore. Now, he done ran off on the plug that gave him the smack. So he like, all right, this a bet. East side plug, he call his phone. He don't answer. Not knowing that this not West Baltimore. They playing on a whole other playing field. Boom, they hit the grandmother house. Boom, goes down in the basement. They grab the father, tie him up. Now when they tie him up, they don't do nothing to Granny. They play, you know, the right time. The whole time they call Shorty like, look, bitch, you don't pay that ransom. You know what the fuck niggas gonna do to you. Whole time he gets scared. He tell his mother again. Now the female that the father got caught up with, she's staying with him over there at grandma's house, at his mother's house, but she already a well-known thot in the street, so she not even really messing with him no more. After they got caught up, yeah, they rocked the road for about 2-3 months. Other than that, she was just coming and going. They wasn't even really locked in no more. So boom, they call her. She like, I'm not fucking paying no ransom. F you, F him. He better call his wife or his old wife. Boom, hangs up on the phone. That go to show you loyalty. Never. Boom. So now they call the son. The son tell his mother. The mother like, oh, what the fuck did y'all get into? But she love them both. This my son. This my husband, or was my husband, father of my child. She go ahead and hit the life-saving account. She grab the bread. She pay the they let little dude go. Now, the way she do it is she tell her son, your ass gonna man up. You going over there to pay that money. I'm gonna give you the money, but I'm not taking no money to nobody. So now he got a man up. He go make the drop. Boom. They let Pop go. He grab Pop. Get out of there. But wicked and wild, man. You done cheated on this lady. Put your son. He ain't really put the son in no harm's way. The son trying to act so tough. You go over east side. Them boys put the pressure on you. Send you right back over here running. Almost got your father tied up. Could have got him out of there. Mama Love had to go into her life savings to pay to get both of you fools back, man. We're in a wild situation, but y'all know what it is, man. Thank y'all for riding with me. Where you know you felt a lot with your boy Stories with V. At this time, y'all know what I need y'all to do for us. Like, share, comment, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We'll be at 100K in no time. 3,700 subscribers, man. We hit it. We ready to knock these last 300s out. 4K, here we come. 100K is in our sight, man. AV Mob. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. Make sure we continue to like, share, comment, smash the subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share the videos to all your social medias. Follow me on all social media, man. Y'all know what it is. V Mob, but no Mob. Let's go. Just kicking it off. We big dope. Same Jordan, just goes first. Just don't get that track. They sit down.
What up? Y'all cool out with that for a little minute.
Yes, Who that? There go my dog Ed, what it do? What up, Ed, money? Alright, hold on, let me get the angles and the lighting right. Hit that like button on the way in, no question. We can go right there, right now. Yeah, good one. What it do though, Ed, baby? Alright, now we up in this thing. What it do? Ready kicking, man, tapping with this young thug situation. Let's see, we gotta be live on all platforms. Alright, here we go. Ain't shit my knee, ain't no question. Alright, so, Ed, so what you feel about tape. What does y'all know what it is? Welcome to the family. Welcome to the mob. So, man, we got Young Thug, bro. Damn, my eye tweaking. So, we got, we got Young Thug, man. Now, crazily, and I see a lot of people around the internet trying to play favoritism. We cannot play favoritism, man. The same thing that we gave Gunna. And I'm also starting to see a lot of people trying to use this and make it seem like now that Thug did whatever he did, Gunna's not a rat. Let me explain to you why, me personally, I would say Gunna is a rat, right? We all get locked up on a RICO conspiracy charge. You try to do whatever you try to do to take your plea to cop out, whatever the case may be. They tell you the only way that you can get this plea is if you admit to YSL being a gang. Now, you're doing this already knowing that our whole fight, our whole case is as a group, we're not a gang, we're a record label, we're a rap group. So you knowing that that's our fight and you knowing you having to say those words is going to put us in harm's way just to let you go, and you still did that, that's what made you a rat, because we all in this together. And you decided for your own personal, selfish, beneficial gain to do whatever the fuck you did, and that put everybody else in the hot seat. You feel me? So, what up? Now, Thug did wrong because you know there's no reason in the world you supposed to be up in that room for 2 hours. That investigation, interrogation, whatever question that they was asking, that shit wasn't supposed to take 2 hours, and you wasn't even supposed to be back there for 2 hours. Real shit. He said too much from the beginning. He wasn't supposed to say nothing, and you, in his mind, that's why he was in there. You can hear him laughing, you can hear him kind of joking, whatever the case may be. He honestly felt as though that video was never going to come out. He never thought in a million years, I can damn pretty much guarantee, he never thought that video was going to come into the streets. Then he said they didn't play the video in court because I was trying to save my brother. How? Why did they know anything about your brother? No question should have been answered on your behalf. You should have never mentioned Wayne. You should have never mentioned the Lord Dude, Pee Wee, Roscoe. You should have never mentioned none of these guys. It should have been no need to discuss these guys for what? So him doing that, he know he was dead wrong. He know better than to do some shit like that, man. Then you got Gunna. Now this gonna be ammunition on him. Salute everybody that's tapping in, man. As y'all tapping, I see all y'all tapping in the building. I mean, stepping in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Now Gunna, he gonna use this as an ace in the hole. He got his album out right now. He road running. He gonna use this shit as a publicity. Like, y'all turned against me. Y'all better turn against him. It done got so bad to the motherfuckers are saying the video is AI based. How the fuck? Come on, man. AI. But like I say, this what happen when people idolize motherfuckers and they find out who they really are. People look at rappers, sports figures, entertainers, athletes. They look at these guys like true superheroes. So when they find out that they just normal too, they regular human beings like us, they got feelings, they got emotions. When they get in the motherfucking clothes room, nobody wants to go to jail, bro, that was just eating steak, lobster, pasta, and living a good life. Nobody wants to trade that for some motherfucking prison cell, for some prison bars. Now, granted, you got some motherfuckers that want to do it for an image, like they'll do a little bit of time. If they know I only got to do this amount of time and I can make it out, but the reputation I'm going to get from it is going to benefit me. You got some sick individuals that'll do some shit like that. But for the most part, man, nobody that's already solidified making millions of dollars wants to trade that motherfucking life for a cell, and they are willing to do anything to not have to trade that life. What's good, Slam? What it do, Don Dada? What's up, broski? What you feel about this nonsense going on, bro? It's crazy, man. It's genuinely really crazy to me because don't get in the streets. My thing is, bro, don't even involve yourself. And this is why I preach that shit to the utmost, bro. That's why I scream it in every video. Don't get involved. GDK, that's crazy. I was just listening to that shit earlier. I be in them buildings with them, hit a state, burning, that's a one-way, hot house, broad day. Yeah, big. What you know about GDK, boy? You know about that GDK, man. You were voting them. Head tap on voting them. He definitely ain't trying to take his dressing pumps off for some Jackie Chans in the jumpsuit, real shit. And you know, Thug already had it hardball, him wearing the dresses. And crazily, they say he was a head tapper. They say, like, don't let the dresses and shit fool you. Like, that's why a motherfucker put themselves so much, build themselves up so much to where as though even when the motherfucking pigs get you, they looking to see this type of action figure type dude. Whole time they running across you, and you know them when you scared. You know it, for whatever the case may be. Once they start talking them football numbers, my nigga Brewster, what they do? Once they start talking them football numbers, weird. Okay, what's up, man? Once they start talking them football numbers, man, niggas ain't trying to do that. V, what up? What it do, broski? We in here, man. Double platform. We on IG and we on YouTube. I'm a Latin King, GD Folk, Killer King, motherfucking love. Already, family, already. Yo, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Stay tapped in. So where you a Latin King, so I'm guessing what you from New York? Latin Kings hail from where? New York? I wouldn't say Latin. Latina. Oh, yeah, there it is, my future husband. You know what it is, baby. Fool, what up? Facts, I had a dude I knew for 10 years, flipped in 10 seconds. And you know what's so crazy about that, bro? It's always the motherfuckers who we least expect. And this is what if they did tell, it was people that I know that did tell, those would never tell. And then the ones that I did think before, they ended up holding up crazily. Latin King started in the rec V. Oh, for real, they come from Chicago too. I did not know that. Chicago definitely got their little chokehold on gangs that spawned from them. You're my dude, Smooth, what it do, baby? What up, though? I never knew that, but the rules of the game didn't change, man. It ain't no more. And if you hear me say in the video today, the streets don't got no rules. They got laws. They got protocols that a motherfucker expect you to obey by, but there is no rules, bro. Even with the motherfucker saying, where is there rules in the streets that tell you beefing with a nigga, you can't get up with him, so you go hit the funeral? Since when is kids and elderlies can be involved? Since when is any robbery a good robbery? You can just rob anybody. Since when is shit? Since when is you getting fronted from a nigga not paying your bill because you done fucked up the money getting high? Now you ducked off acting like you want some gangster shit and you took it. You ain't take it. You ran off. You stole the shit. Since when do we allow niggas to compare up and to be on the same level in playing fields? There ain't no fucking rules in this shit. What's good, V? My nigga Mo B, what up? Yo, make sure y'all grab them membership, bro. Can we get 2 to 3 new members tonight, man? Listen, y'all know what it is. Support the platform. Yo, if y'all rocking with the Kid $ Stories with V, let's get to join the memberships. They $4. Link is in the bio, man. We kicking it and we growing this family. You hear me? Follow me on all platforms too, man. Stories _ with V on IG. One Stories with V on TikTok. But yeah, man, the streets is at an ugly state right now, man. And the streets ain't never been pretty. It ain't never been slick, but at least it had rules. At least it had structure. At least it had motherfuckers that you couldn't just do anything. You at least had to be somebody to have a say-so in certain things, you feel me? The being lit, man. We just getting started. We just getting this shit. Definitely right, my nigga, be there in a more compass and that shit and just got watered down and phony. Motherfucker don't abide by nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And like I say, that's why I tell a person, don't get involved in this shit, because it ain't no winning in this shit. It ain't no winning. You gonna end up in a position that had to show who you truly are. And if you ain't built for this shit, you gonna end up telling. When you tell, that's gonna put you in a whole nother set of motherfucking troubles. So why even go through this shit? Why even waste your time? Why even put your peoples in the position that had to either come visit you in a cell or bury you in the fucking ground? It's a lose-lose situation, bro. Lose. Fellas, love y'all on IG, man. Make sure y'all have in with us on YouTube Stories with V. We ready to go live on TikTok. Like, why even put yourself through this shit, bro? It ain't worth it. But it's what's going on out here these days, bro. It's the temperature. Then you got Wife and Lucci. That's crazy. They say Thug was responsible for shooting Lucci mother house up. Y'all go through all that shit just for you to go and just for you to get locked up in one tell. Come on, man. And that be the thing. Motherfuckers be the leaders of the group. Motherfuckers be leaders of the crew. But then don't want to take the leader responsibility. Like that mean, yo, when you the boss, the same way that you get all the praise for when shit going good and you get all the good feedback and you the big man and this, that, and the third, you got to be that same guy when it's time to take the hit. When it's not going good. When it's time to sit down and do that motherfucking time, you got to be the same guy. But people don't understand that. They think the streets are just shit that they see on TV. All right, we got it. Person, the point picking shit though, that go to favoritism that the person I have. Because now when we seen what Gunna did, it wasn't no ifs, ands, buts, or thoughts about it. Motherfucker called that boy a rat. And let me ask y'all, what do y'all label Gunna? Did Gunna tell? Just to make sure we all on the same page here, do y'all believe Gunna told? Hold on, y'all. Let me pull the chat up on the Lat Teasy, on the Lat Breezy. Blank say, we've been saying the reality is enough is going to tell, so why are we still surprised when a motherfucker do it? See, me, I ain't surprised because I already know the type caliber of this shit. I already know what be going on. See, my be more so like, damn. Knowing the odds that's up against the way that he was going super hard on Gunna, the way that he was leaning on him, the way that he just was making it seem like he was so thorough. And what I mean by that is he won't go with the fact of, I ain't pointing the finger at nobody but the fact of others in crime and criminal activity. You know you was dead wrong. And for you to be the head and the boss of the organization and for you to do that, of course you had niggas like Woody around you. Of course you had niggas stuff because this is the type of person that you are. What's up, y'all, man? Y'all step in the building, hit that like button. Easy, I see you. Oh shit, Silk to Silk, what it do, baby? Run them lights up for me, y'all. Hit them hearts, hit them hearts, hit them hearts. Share the live out, share the live out. Follow us on YouTube stories with V. We cut out of everybody. They saying Wife and Lucci had the most solidest crew. And like I say, I so much don't care about the shit. I ain't even looking into the case, but like I say, salute to Lucci and his mom, man. You know, everything he went through. They say he lost a loved one in the situation. Mama love house got shot up. So for you to do what you do, and he still say he riding around with that motherfucker on him. Yo, you dropping a YouTube video tonight? Hell yeah, we already dropped, bro. We dropped that shit probably like an hour ago. It's out right now. Definitely go tag them with that. So, man, shout out to Lucci and them, man. Y'all saying Kodak. What's going on with Kodak, man? Kodak, that's another harsh reality of this rap game, man. The motherfucking drug abuse. And we was talking about that last night, yo, how people turn to them damn drugs to escape reality. And I feel as though Kodak is fighting something. I don't know if it's him missing his old life as far, because you can have money and still be broken, bro. So Kodak probably, yeah, he's still making money, but he ain't got his friends around him no more. Him and Jack Boy beefing. I just feel like he think, man, shit ain't the same. He feel like shit ain't the same. You feel what I'm saying? He missing something. And he turned into drugs, and that shit is slowly but surely really turning the fuck up. He getting skinnier. It's like he losing his marbles, man. It's like he losing his mind. And it's sad because that's a true goat. That's a legend. Ain't nothing worse than seeing somebody with all the potential in the world waste that shit and let that shit lose them or lose them to motherfucking drugs. We got DMX. We got Omar from The Wire. We got Kevin Samuels. Like, it'd be some bullshit if we lose Kodak to that. Drugs eating him up, man. That shit is tearing Kodak alive, man. I was looking at a video the other day. He was in the studio when he first made the Kodak dance. He was fresh out of his joint. He was chubby, fat face, healthy, skin glowing. You see him now, it's like, man, he look like he weigh 100 pounds. You know, serious when your face start getting sucked in. Once you start losing the weight, that's the first sign. But once it start getting to your neck and your face, that shit is really starting to get to you now. Now it's really eating you the fuck alive. And for you to be a GOAT, for you to be a legend like you is, man, come on, man, you can't go out to no shit like that. That's why motherfuckers was mad at niggas like DMX, like, you know, BG and them when the New Orleans wave had they little run. You feel me? That shit was slick. Motherfuckers tried to turn that into some, if you was getting high and popping the pills, you was thorough. It's like when you go over to jail when motherfuckers say, man, if you don't shoot you a flute, the motherfucker make you think if you not snorting something off of a spoon, you a chump. Because that's just the law of the land. No, the fuck, I'm not doing that shit. The fuck, you niggas is crazy. But that be the monkey see, monkey do follow this shit. That be the monkey see, monkey do follow stuff, you hear me? It's like that lean shit, lean fucking the industry up. Everybody want to be a lean head. Everybody want to act like they been sitting lean. Motherfuckers is willing to go broke, paying hundreds, paying fucking thousands of dollars for some shit that they probably really don't even like. Half of the time they probably getting burnt for the shit, but this is how far a person to go to keep up an image. This is how far a person to go to keep up with the Jones. They are willing to, just like the perks. Niggas is cool with taking fake perks now. Nigga don't care about taking the fake, the motherfucking fentanyl pills or the chalked up pills, the pills that's pressed, because a motherfucker looking at it like, man, I'm a gremlin. Come on, bro. BG and them used to really be tripping. No Turk and BG were literally junkies. Yeah, real shit. And Turk admitted, like real life functional addicts, you feel what I'm saying? They looked at it like they wasn't junkies because they had so much money. And that be the confusing mindset of an addict, like especially when they got money like a drug dealer, nigga that's drinking the lean, nigga that's popping the pills, whatever the case may be. They don't think that they junkies because they still got a little bit of money in their pocket. They still dressing clean. They still showering. They still got a car. They look at the junkie as somebody that's homeless, laid in the streets. But no, it ain't no difference. They do heroin. They do powdered heroin. You do liquid heroin. You feel what I'm saying? You do pain release. They do straight smack. So it ain't really no difference, but a motherfucker try a lot of themselves to make themselves feel like they better than, to try to make themselves look like I'm not doing the same thing as this person when you're literally doing the same thing as that person. A doctor would tell you you're doing the same thing as that person. So it's a dirty game out here, man. It's a cold, cold world, bro. It's a cold, cold world, man. That's why I say you gotta really have your head on tight. You gotta I got the rest of the show from here. Say that peace, squad. Deal with the model, man. Listen, ain't no squad like our squad. So with that being said, we're going to continue to push. Mama, put them numbers up. 2024 is our year. If you would like to support the channel through Cash App, it's listed right there. If not, please join the membership, man. Exclusive content over there. You definitely want to get involved. If you would like to come on the show and tell your story or have a story told through me, jump in that comment section. Or better yet, DM me on one of my platforms. We would love to have you on. Without further ado, mob, y'all know the drill. Go grab them blankets, go grab them snacks and them juices. We got a 5-story coming y'all way. Hey, V-Mob, let's go. What's up, squad? So this one right here, man, is when you start to play dangerous games and things end up going way too far. So boom, we got these two dudes coming up around the way. Now, crazily, they come off the same block. They really homeboys for real. They get into a situation, they hustling day for day. Now, a situation end up happening where one of the homeboys, he runs in the trap house, he go put the iron on, he come back out front. Now, when he come back out front, it's him and his homeboy sitting on the step. The homeboy that don't got the iron on him, he break off real quick to go hit a cell. Now, as he do that, the staircase that they sitting on is like an opening underneath. So the homeboy who grabbed the joint out of the trap, he takes it off of him, put it under the steps. So boom, homeboy that went to go hit the cell, he come back, they both back there sitting down again. Now, the homeboy who hid the gun under the step, he breaks off to go hit a cell. Guess what happened now while the other dude sitting right there? Police pull up. Now, when pull up, homeboy don't run because he like, shit, I didn't already hit my cell, I ain't got nothing on me, and they can't go in his house, you feel what I'm saying, without no search warrant, so I'm cool. He thinking there ain't nothing around that's gonna get him in trouble. Whole time he get right there, police get the fucking with him, they tell him stand up, they search him, they get to searching the perimeter, one of the officers go under the step, they find a joint, oh, whoa, got one, oh, what the fuck is y'all doing, man, that ain't mine, y'all trying to plant. He going off, he's at me because he honestly, he didn't know that the weapon was right there. So now he start yelling, what, man, I ain't touched that motherfucker. Man, y'all better run the fingerprints on that shit. Boom. Now, when he do that, that could be taking a lot of different ways because why he doing it is he trying to defend himself like somebody in trouble because you know when that fingerprints come up, somebody fingerprints is on that pistol. So boom, he go in, he get down the district. Now when he get down the station for real, he gets a I think he ended up getting a bail. Boom, he bail out, he come back uptown. Now, when he come uptown, of course, let's backtrack a little bit. The dude who actually put the weapon right there, by the time he come back down, his homeboy then already got booked. So now everybody that's outside, they telling him, boy, you know, dumbass just got booked. He like, for what? They like, man, he was right there sitting on the steps. They pulled down, started fucking with him. They found the joint under there. He like, God damn. So now they like, what? He like, man, that was my shit. So now he in the hot seat because he done got his homeboy booked for his pistol. Bump. So now bouncing back to the homeboy that's down in jail. He go through his little 1-2. He end up catching the bail. Once he catch the bail, he bails out. He come back up. Now, when he get back up, man, why he look at and tell me that you put it right there? He like, man, I ain't know when I left off, when I go hit my cell, when I ain't want to walk with it on me, so I put it under the steps. I ain't know you was going to be coming back that fast, and I definitely ain't know the police was going to pull down. Come on, bro, you know I want to do no dumbass shit like that. He like, all right, man, come on. But y'all got to remember what he done already told the police to run the fingerprints on the joint. They run the fingerprints. Guess who fingerprints they are? The homeboy who actually put it under there. So boom, about 2-3 days later, they hit his house. They come grab him. He gets booked. So now when he get down to jail and get booked, he trying to make it seem like his homeboy told him. Now, granted, he did kind of tell him, but he didn't tell him. He just told him to run the fingerprints. But we all know what that's going to lead to. The fingerprints is going to lead them back to somebody. So now he down in jail. He fighting his little charge for real. Bum, bum, bum. Something ends up happening. He come home. Now, when he come home, he making it a point to show the paperwork trying to say that his homeboy read it. Because you know how the police going to write it up. Suspect such and such told us to identify run the analytics on the weapon. The weapons in the analytics turned out to get suspect such and such. So now he's showing everybody on the live how his homeboy read it. How the police going to write it up. Suspect such and such told us to identify run the analytics on the weapon. The weapons in the analytics turned out to get suspect such. Making it a point to show the paperwork trying to say that his homeboy read it. Because you know how the police going to write it up. Suspect such and such told us to identify run the analytics on the weapon. The weapons in the analytics turned out to get suspect such and such. So now he's showing everybody on live how his homeboy read it. Man, yo, was a duck. Man, I'm telling you, man, don't nobody hang around. Yo, he'll jump this, that, and the third. So now, 4 or 5 days later, he going on live doing all this nonsense. The dude who got locked up for the joint in the first place, he on the block and motherfuckers is treating him funny now. Like, what the fuck you ratted on, bro? What the fuck you couldn't take a little pistol charge? So now he looking like, what is you talking about? I ain't ratted on nobody. So now everybody's showing him the live videos that his homeboy been making about him, showing his paperwork. So now they like, shit, if you ain't ratting, man, you know what you gotta do. Boom. 4 days later, yo who making the videos on live, who actually had the joint under there, he drives to the gas station one day early morning. He ready to go grab him some blunts. He stopped and hit a sale right there. Now, the homeboy who he trying to say rap, he hired about the Zannies and the Millies. He got a point to prove. He catches him at the gas station, pulled down behind him, up Jones. The gas station, he hit him like 5 times through the window. Bum, 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 bum. Whole time shorty end up falling demise, you feel what I'm saying? Boom. But now, bro end up getting booked because, of course, motherfuckers not thinking when they moving and doing stuff off of emotions. He not thinking, man, I'm at a gas station with nothing but cameras right here. Of course, he end up getting caught by the cameras. He going to run for about 6 months. They end up catching him. He get booked. Now he booked for the M1. All over what? All over what? Some nonsense. All over. You jump into story number 2. Now, story number 2, man. Another wicked and wild situation. So, we got these 2 dudes, right? One of them getting money, one not. So now, the one dude that's not getting money, his broad like the dude that's getting money. Somehow, some way, they ends up running into each other. homeboy that's getting money, he booked the broad. Now when he booked her, he damn near take it from the homeboy. So now, as he doing this, instead of him just being a true player, all right, I done took the little dude, girl, he ain't really a threat, he not getting money. It ain't like he another boss or another plug. He started doing what? Throwing the broad on the line, he exposing little pictures, he doing all kind of clown shit. But he only doing this because the little dude, girl he took, he don't like his big brother. So he really trying to embarrass the little brother, hoping that he go tell his big brother jump out there, and he just gonna go ahead and crush him, the person that he really got beef with. So now, as Shorty, who got his girl took, he's seeing all these pictures pop up on IG. The Lord dude even had the audacity to be sending him actual text messages of his girl, like, y'all read between the lines, y'all know what it is. So now he like, all right, this nigga playing with me. Forget the broad, it's the fact that you put me out there on the internet like a chump, like, yeah, look at this nigga, yo, running around talking about he getting all this money. Man, nigga got his dumb ass girl took. I got out over here with me doing God knows what, this, that, and the third. He just hand the Lord dude out, man. You ain't even had enough money to pay his bills. He ready to get put out, had the yellow note on his door. He putting all this dirty laundry out there. So now he come from a little famous block. One day they throw a little block party. I told y'all how the cookouts get now. Like I also told y'all about these cookouts, they super dangerous because you never know who pulling up there because it's no way to know. It's a cookout. Anybody welcome to pull up. And you don't know who they calling, telling them to pull up. And you never know who got enemies there, who got beef with who, and it end up being a big ass wild commotion. So boom, they throw the cookout one day. Of course, he go live. He got the girl right there twerking. He's still trying to embarrass the Lord dude. Lord dude see it. He like, man, fuck that. He go tell his big brother. But when he tell his big brother, he don't tell him to go handle it. He say, yo, let me hold the joint real quick. He like, well, what's wrong? Nothing. I got into a little situation. I ain't gonna do nothing dumb. I just want to make sure I got myself protected. He like, all right, that's the bat. Boom. He give him full nickel. Of course, he jumps in the car, go meet up with his homeboys. They jump in his van. They spin around to the block party. As they spin down the block and start coming down, bro slide. They had like a little dipset vans, if y'all know what that is. He slide the dipset door open. He's sitting right there with that nick and get to cutting at everything that's on the curb. But he see the Lord dude, and he actually see the broad, his girl right there. He get to add the whole scene out. Bang, 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 bang. He shut the van door. They skirt off. Skirt. Whole time ain't nobody get hit because he just ain't there cutting with his eyes closed. For real, he just was working off of emotions. But wicked and wild situations, man, all over abroad. Forget it. She wasn't loyal to you. She left with him. Let it be what it be. Now, where it got out of line is when the dude started being disrespectful, putting his business out there on the internet. But y'all know that's the new wave of things. That's why I tell y'all, man, do not get involved in the streets. And y'all know our number one goal, man, is try to save or prevent one person from ever spending one night inside that cell. Without further ado, y'all know what it is. Thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you forever locked in with your boy Stories with V. And it's time, family. Y'all know what I need y'all to do for us. Like, share, comment, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We'll be at 100K no time from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of y'all, man. 3,800, man. We 200 people away from 4,000.
Whoa. I wasn't going to do this, but I changed my mind. I feel like doing it, so yeah, y'all know what time it is. Story time. Grand journey. We on chapter 10. Alright, so he would have his girlfriend at the house living with him and have Lovey stand in one of his spare bedrooms, making sure she had all the crack and dope she wanted, so she wouldn't want to leave his house. His girlfriend was this old, naive, blonde white lady. She was goofy as fuck, for real. He would put Lovey before his girlfriend, and I don't care what anyone says. It's no way you gonna tell me she didn't know what was going on. There were times where he would put his girlfriend out his house for whatever reason while Lovey was standing in the spare bedroom getting blasted high as Fat Charles' ass with all the drugs she could ask for. Just chilling. I'm sorry, I'm not going anywhere. Whole time, you got a whole nother nigga upstairs in this fucking spare bedroom. You're not even about to have another dude in the house, period. This ain't that kind of party. And I'm supposed to be your boyfriend? Nah. The minute I get a whiff of a third party man in the picture, I'm gonna have to break things off. I'm sorry. That ain't what I signed up for. To me, that's the definition of cheating, and that's a big no-no. How can anybody live like that? That's where we at. My kid mom, she's staying over this, this clown house, just getting blasted while she pregnant with my kids. So you know I ain't feeling that. You have to be very selfish, heartless, emotionless, a lust junkie, no spine having whore. And that goes for anybody, even me. It's one thing to meet someone and y'all agree to just be friends with benefits, or telling two or more people that you're going to deal with A and B and they're cool with it. But that other shit, hell no. And I used to be that person that was fucked up, cheating, having two and three girlfriends at the same time. And that stuff wasn't easy, having to worry about getting caught up and being labeled a cheater or a man whore. And this was when I was in my 20s and really didn't care about feelings, theirs or mine. I was a wild, I was a wild one. But thank God I changed for the better. And now I only deal with one female. Plus, it costs too much to be having more than one girl. LOL. So if so, of course she goes straight to Ronnie's house. That was the sugar daddy's name. Now, of course, you know he's he was the first person that had come to my mind, and it's crazy because the house that they had moved me to was right around the corner from Ronnie's house, which was up Park Heights, and that's pretty much where I grew up, Northwest Baltimore, born and raised. So I already knew the neighborhood and the people around there. I moved in a house on Cold Spring Lane. Once Lovey left the program because I wasn't a couple anymore, they said I was happy though because remember I told you me and the house manager started beefing all because of her lie. Some fake ass wannabe Muslim nigga named Lil. His real name was Lewis. He's a fucking whore. And I don't put real names out there unless you really, really deserve it. He was a bitch for real. He tried to call me out on our way to group when we in the van and he talking big snot to the van driver, Mr. Larry. That was my man. That's his name, Mr. Larry. About me. Old time, me and the van driver go back about 3 or 4 years. So Mr. Larry slash he knew everything we was saying was all cap slash bluffing ass trying to act like he wanted to fight. Like, cuz I don't even have shoes on at the time. It's one thing I can't stand. Somebody that try to, you know what I'm saying, catch you off guard or catch you lacking. I've been in numerous situations, and I just really thought about it, where somebody tried to come at me off guard, meaning I was either in my boxes, you know what I'm saying, or didn't have my shoes on or something. 2 times a motherfucker came in my room while I wasn't even really properly dressed. I just had my boxes on. And then there was another time where this dude wanted to come at me and I ain't had no real shoes on. That's lame shit. I ain't get my toes stepped on. So anyway, me and the van driver go back for a couple years. I didn't even have shoes at the time because it was the end of the summer, so I was wearing sandals a lot. And that day I had on sandals, so I wasn't about to lose my toes trying to prove a point. Nah, not today. But Allah knows on the right day he would have definitely got his issue. Plus Baltimore is a small city. So I'll catch him, God willing. One thing about me, I grew up in the 90s where all we did was fight. I fought cops. to even when I was older, I ended up going down the wrong path. I met a guy through my girlfriend at the time who was in a gang. I thought it was cool, so I joined. Next thing I know, I'm a Crip. Raymond Avenue, Gangster Crip. 10 Deuce, Raymond Avenue, Gangster Crip, the biz at. And my OG was always making me fight. Him, it's sometime it's something most gang members have to do because their big homies usually want to see where their heart is at. If you try to refuse, they're still going to make you fight anyway, so you really don't have a choice in the matter. So, you see, I love to fight to this day. I would throw down with anybody. I don't care about the size. Never did care. And Lou was bigger. I just knew it wasn't the time to square up. And he knew I didn't have shoes when he tried to bake me a cake. That means catch me slipping. And he did. But he never threw a punch. So, I'm on Cold Spring Lane now. Around the corner from where my baby mother's at. Now, Ronnie and I weren't friends, and it's not why a lot of y'all, it's not what a lot of y'all probably thinking. Reason why I had problems with him was because way back before Lovey was even pregnant, I had to pay him a visit. I found out that she was at his house. Long story short, we were beefing, and she thought she could hide there. So when I got there, he tried to lie and say she wasn't there, but he brought all her property to me, and I left with it. I told him that I didn't want her over there, and he needed to shun her from his house, which to shun someone is like banning someone from something or somewhere. But but of course he didn't keep his word. So I basically just put up with it. I figured she would see through the drugs and understand that he didn't care. He just wanted her around for her own personal reason, and that he wasn't a friend. Real friends don't just sit there and watch you kill yourself, literally, and buy you the poison. He might as well go and buy her a gun and help her. You pull the trigger, but I get it. Some are sicker than others, and Rome wasn't built in a day, and that's also why I stuck by her side for so long. But once she had got pregnant, it was no longer just about me and her. We had a whole nother person to take care of, and they didn't ask to be here. And we only had 9 months to prepare and be ready. What broke the camel's back for me was when she was pregnant, she would sometimes be over there getting high, and I specifically asked him to stop enabling her to use, and that since he wouldn't, since he couldn't do it for nobody else, at least do it for the baby, my baby, you know. For me, it's always been certain lines you don't cross, and I know it's because of how my mother raised me, and just overall how my aunts and uncles taught me how to be, and when it comes to babies and certain other things, you don't play with it, and it's not a joking matter. If me and you have a problem and we see each other, but you have a baby or a small child, everything is on pause just for that one reason, and that speaks volumes about a person. That one trait will get you a long way. Where I'm from, I feel like my generation was about that life. Now these 2000 babies and up were made different, and that's a bad thing. And that's why I was even more shocked that this old head Ronnie didn't care. He didn't have the integrity. This whore was really, I really said this something else, this BITCH, was really supplying her drugs while she had my baby in her. So at least apply drugs. I want you to have my baby. And so you know what tip I was on now. I'm on some straight bull crap. Because all rules is out the window. It's on site now. Thank God your ass ain't had no young people or no kids around him. It was just him and his crackhead ass girlfriend. And I don't even think he had, I don't even think he had a family. They only cut him off. They probably cut him off. That's besides the point though. Like I was explaining, because he didn't care about my baby. It was FM and anybody who with him. I'ma do him so dirty. One day I'm at my house around the corner from his crib, and I just get this overwhelming feeling of revenge, which in the hood we like to call get back. All these caused me, respected me for too long. You know, with all the months of him enabling her to use in his house and to get high as hell, he'll allow me retreat. And I had asked him nicely already a few times, man to man. I'd asked him, please don't do it. You know, trying to be reasonable because the next man would have been blew his shit back or put that blade in him by now. No question. We live in Baltimore City, one of the worst places in the country. The murder rate, crazy high. And if y'all don't believe me, just do some research. So the man knows he was playing with fire. So this day, he's about to get burnt. So I decide I'm going, this allegedly, I decide I'm going to pay him a visit. And when he answers the door, I was going to hit him, you know, hit him with that thing, that blade. Since I didn't have no tone, I ain't had no gun, I couldn't get my hands on one at the time. And I knew how it feel. I know how it feels to get hit with that blade. It's that, for one, it's an up close and personal thing, and two, the stuff hurts like hell. See, I'm trying to send a message that's if you f with Malachi Tavon Dobbins, aka King M. Sosa, if you mess with his family, you have to pay. Bottom line, I could have lost my child behind that selfish ass shit. I know if it, and that's the crazy part. I know if it was his child, he would have felt the same way. I know he wouldn't have been using with her. Any real man would. I know he wouldn't be letting her use drugs around him, let alone buy the shit. To me, that's probably the worst type of disrespecting me, next to actually murdering one of my loved ones in cold blood. So yeah, it's on. I go around there, and when I was about to go up to the back, when I was about to go up to the back, cause I didn't want to be seen. I go the back way, and it's like 3 or 4 people sitting out back. I never forget this. I just remember they chilling out there. Now to this day, I don't know who they were. These MFers came from. I don't know where they came from because I've been I've been staked his place out. I told you, it's just him and his something girlfriend there, and sometimes she's not there either. So for four people to just be popped up out of nowhere, that one day I'm thinking about really hurting this man. Blew his mind. That blew my mind. So now I'm about to turn it around and say F it. But then again, I'm thinking I came all the way around here for nothing. No, I'm gonna send some type of message before I leave this hole. So I crept around front, and there's nobody out there. And he was home because his truck was parked in front of the house. So since I couldn't get to him like I intended, I got to his vehicle. All I got to do was hit the two of his tires because as I'm going to do some real damage, I hear, hey, what are you doing? To that, before they can finish their statement, I take off running. Pew! As I cut back through the back, I look to see where the noise is coming from. Tell me it's some nosy ass client from this other program across the street in this house, and I only knew that because I'd been in that program before. So I get away. When I was in that program, we used to stop in front of the house. That's how I knew about the house. So I get away, make it back home. I call Lovey and tell her, but she's not surprised. She tells me she already knew and that Ronnie pressed charges against me. So I'm not going to lie. I got a little worried at first, just because I hadn't been booked in years, and I knew that now that was a possibility. But I wasn't tripping because he couldn't prove nothing. I had on all black and you couldn't see my face. So yeah, we fighting that one. That's what I'm thinking in my head. You heard me. So one, I would say to myself, as me and Lovey go back and forth on the phone about what I done and why I did it. After that, we meet up and had sex in this bando that was close by the house I was staying in. What can I say? That I would leave that program and we would find somewhere for us to go together. Honestly, everything's a blur from here until she was in Mercy getting ready to have the baby. Oh, and we eventually find out it's a girl, and we decide to name her Amelia, Sherelle Dobbins. She came up with the names. My mother's name is Giselle, and her mother's name is Shari. So we combined the two names and got Sherelle. As for her first name, we used Malachi and Taylor, and together we came up with Malia. As for her last name, she wanted her to have the same name as me. If Lovey were to have a boy, we would have named him Junior. For me, whenever I have a son, he's going to be a junior. So the week she went, even though I told y'all about uh, Frederica when she got knocked up, um, he never made it. So this different and this special. You know, I want to have a living child with that same name, and I'll let him know about it when he get older. See how that works. Yeah, that's a good question. What's y'all take on that? If you have a child and name him the name that you used on another child that you was supposed to have already, but they ended up dying, is that can you do that? I think you can though. Like legally, of course I know you can, but I'm saying on papers, can you do that? All right, so for me, whenever I have a son, he's gonna be a junior. So the week she went into labor, she had to be induced because I guess they didn't want to take any chances. Because I remember Mario not trying to come out at first. And I don't blame her. I guess she was a high risk and didn't want to be take any chance of hurting the baby no more than what was already wrong with her. As for as for the damage was concerned from her using and abusing her body while she was pregnant, now I'm in Powell Treatment Center. A big reason why I chose to go there was because it was close to the hospital. So now I'm in a program close to where she at. And she is getting induced. I mean, they about to make her have a baby now. So, you know, quite naturally, I think the next thing that I'm going to be doing is going to that hospital where she at. And, yeah, being there for real this time. You know, because the last time that was some effed up, can't be happening type stuff. You know, yeah. Yeah, so that was chapter 10. I'll make sure y'all go check that out when I upload it. Man, y'all is so lucky. Y'all get first the first glimpse action packed story of mine. I hope y'all like it. Um yeah, I know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, and she share the video. And tell a friend, and tell that friend, and tell a friend. Y'all know how we doing this. We ain't gonna stop. We're trying to get 150 subscribers before the end of the day. We only need 3 more. We're gonna be that lucky, the lucky 2, lucky 3 to get up there. I'm so excited because I want to know who and what, when and where and how. Time for some King M. May Soldier shout outs. Y'all know what it do, what it do, what it do. So first we're gonna run them like whoever in the chat. Top fan right now. I don't know why y'all, all 3 of y'all got 25 points, but uh, the GOAT, he's in first place. At RTR Gamer 3, you're in second place with 25 points. And at Said Fed dash 1 times is in third with 25 points. Now they the top fans right now. You're way too beautiful, girl. They only wanna do you dirt. Alright, so in on this one. That's my baby. I got like for my little baby right here. So first one of these shout outs. Shout out Alonzo 49. My man. Shout out your boy Ding Dong Testicle Man. No Diddy. What up? Shout out to Big Maggie. My man. What up, Big Maggie? Yeah. Shout out to English and Spanish. At Kenny the Kid 10. Shout out to Ashton Shout out to Corn River. Shout out to SP. Shout out to Glotted. At Glotted, please. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Queen V. What's up, Queen? Shout out to Dankzilla. Make me want to hit that good shit, shorty. I like that name. Shout out to C-No 817 at the same thing. Shout out to that Nina. Shout out to my brother, Big Illy P. Yeah, you. Shout out to Rondell. What up, Rondell? Shout out to Greenleaf 210. My man, 100 grand. At Scary to the Larry. Scary Larry. 2285. Shout out to one of my newest ones, Cashcraft TV. I like the name. Shout out to Willow. Shout out to Toxic Cowboy. Shout out to Alva. Quintanilla. Shout out to Olavik Love. Shout out to Andrew Lawrence. Shout out to Evan Franklin at Ghost Baby 1998. Shout out to my man Christopher Dodson. What's up, chat? I hope you holding on, man. Shout out to Dana Lopez. And Chris, I mean, you probably ain't gonna hear this message, but if you do, I just want you to know, if you ever need to talk to somebody, I'm here, man. And I'm going through a similar situation with my peoples. And man, you know, we married and shit, but you know, life won't get to you sometimes, so you can't throw the towel in. You just gotta try to hang in there until the punches stop coming. Cause I mean, they can't hit you forever. They gotta run out of wind. You just gotta be able to hang in there until they stop. Once they stop, then you pull your move. Yeah, though. Shout out to Dana Lopez and all these last few. I wanna say all the way to Illy, man. Y'all been with me for a long time. Most of the ones that I just named at the end, yeah. Salute to y'all again. Back to the count, the shout outs. Shout out to CV the Spot 38. Man, I need to holler at you, bro. Um, I wanna know what's up with getting a room. Like, you got any connections? We got the money. Let a nigga know something. Shout out to Tarena Simpson. Like I said, these people I'm naming, they've been with me since day one. Darius Bowers. I ain't heard from you in a minute, Chant. What's up with you? Who are you? Brad 24. What's up with you? Last but not least, I know you in the paint, Miss Glenda, cause you be you be liking and stuff like that. Every time you react to something that I post, it let me know on my end. So thank you, Miss Glenda. I mean, I don't want to, but if I ever came back there, I would love to catch up with you and let you know how my progress been going on. Yeah. Let's sit down the shout outs. We need more. We need more viewers, man. More viewers. We need more likes. We need more subscribers. Can I get a ooh ooh? Can I get a ooh ooh? Hey, y'all are back, gang. Ooh ooh. Um, manifesting. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Um, y'all know for the longest, it's me and my wife, and we do what we do every day. But I'm saying, if you notice, me and her never really had any space from each other, except for like times where it was, and then rest like that's it. One time it was, you know, to a place to help her with a certain problem. Twice it was that, and then the one time it was just for some more other shit. And it's like they are not playing. They are, you know, out of the blue. So when they happen, yeah, I got my time to think again, but it's not like I can just be comfortable and happy about it because I'm worrying about her and what she's going through. Especially if she's not contacting me on the regular. It's weird. But it is what it is because I know that I mean, well, even if you can't see it, just know I mean, well, I don't want to waste your time or my time. If I feel like I can't do nothing for you or for us, I'm gonna tell you straight up, this ain't working. Maybe we need to try something else. That's gonna be that. Some people time like that ain't cool. And I'm so boosted though. I'm finally in this range. On stories with V. I'm in there. I'm within a year now. When I look at the videos, everything that I was watching was at least, I'm gonna say 2 years ago, because you gotta think about it. If you got a whole from this year up until last year, and from last year start saying last year, that's basically 2 years ago. It's weird. I can't explain it no better than that.
What's up, squad? We back at it again, man. When they threw the spinner in, thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you felt a lot, don't you, boys? Stories with it. At this time, fam, you already know what I need y'all to do for us. Like, share, comment, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We on that road to 100K. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure. So listen, sit back, relax. You can take that seat on the bed or cot squad on the toilet seat. I got the rest of the show from here. To that one and only feast, squad. It the motto, man. Listen. Ain't no squad like our squad because they don't mob how we mob. So with that being said, we're going to continue to push, mob, put them numbers up, and dominate 2024. Is out here. If you would like to support the channel through Cash App, boom, it's listed right there. If not, please join them memberships, man. Exclusive content over there. You definitely want to get involved. If you would like to come on the show and tell your story or have a story told through me, jump in that comment section. Or better yet, DM me on one of my platforms. Would love to have you on. Without further ado, Mob, kick back, relax. We got some heat coming y'all way. Hey, V-Mob, let's go. What's up, squad? We back in the paint, man. So this one right here is when people want to get involved in the game, but they don't understand that they putting everybody else in harm's way. So boom, we got the little dude growing up around the way now. Like I always tell y'all, when you jump off the porch, you either gonna be a hustler or you gonna jump out as a jag boy. Now he ain't really had a hustle in him, so he started robbing. Now, when he linked up with the little crew.
What up, y'all? Make sure y'all hit that like button. That notification bell. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel.
I'm more advanced than him, so he already jumping out into the streets with an ego copy mindset. So the little dudes who taught him how to rob, how to scope a scene, how to do everything that came with him being involved.
Me and my little 3-year-old right here, y'all.
He started doing his own thing. So now he go from robbing dudes, he starts spinning dudes away like he already got a bad name in the street, so ain't nobody trying to deal with him. So now he moved from down South Baltimore, he come over West Baltimore. So now when he get over West, he started trying to play the spin dude game, like man, act like he a good hustler, then he'll ask to get front of the pack, and then he'll just run off on a dude that he would have packed to. So now one day he go around the way for real, he go holler at the little dude who got the haze and the diesel on deck. He asks him, look man, I'm trying to get down. So now when he come cop, he buy a QP. So when he flushed the first QP, he come back, he buy another one. Now when he come to cop the second one, he tell a little plug dude
What it was.
What he not understanding is, let's just say, now them 2 pounds that he done gave him, he already owe for that. The 2 pounds that he fronted him when the broad robbed him, he owe for that. So he really damn near 4 pounds in the hole. So now when the big plug is calling the plug that fronted the pounds, like, what's going on, man? You short on the money, at least 5 pounds. What the fuck going on? No, I need that bread because that's a lot of work. That's missing 5 pounds worth of money. No, I'm gonna need it.
Need that. That's what he about to say. That's why I don't stress over money. If you don't, it'll come to you in abundance. Just live right. Do better.